90% of the traders lose money.
आपके पैसे गंवाने की प्रोबेबिलिटी बहुत बढ़ जाती है.
In stock market, it's not just profit making. लोग बोलते हैं it's managing the risk.
And now patience level is so low कि everyone wants to do and make fast money.
The market is moving bullish or it could be moving bearish. What if it's not moving either side? Namaste everyone. Today in our channel we have Mr. Sourabh Gandhi, a trading expert, and we are very happy to welcome Mr. Sourabh Gandhi to the show. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Super. Now 90% of the traders, right, since you are from trading background, just to set the context, 90% of the traders lose money. That's something that everyone keeps talking about. Before going to about how you started your journey, I would like to know, with this news everywhere, what is your opinion and what do you think people should, what's the mindset that people should have to begin with?
देखिए, ये जो हम कहते हैं कि 90% ऑफ दी ट्रेडर्स जो है वो पैसा लूज करते हैं, स्पेशली अगर बात करें हम लोग, तो आपने देखा होगा, ये हमें पता चलता है कि एफएनओ के अंदर मैक्सिमम लोगों ने पैसा लूज किया है. तो यहीं पे आपका सबसे बड़ा अंडरलाइंग है कि आप अगर फ्यूचर्स एंड ऑप्शंस में विदाउट प्रॉपर नॉलेज अगर आप काम करते हैं तो आपके पैसे गंवाने की प्रोबेबिलिटी बहुत बढ़ जाती है. ऐसा नहीं है कि फ्यूचर्स एंड ऑप्शंस को आप काम नहीं कर सकते, लेकिन फ्यूचर्स एंड ऑप्शंस बनाए किस लिए गए थे? वो हेज करने के लिए बनाए गए. लेकिन लोगों ने उसको यूज करना क्यों चालू किया? एज अ काइंड ऑफ, आप बोल सकते हो उसको, एक लेमैन की लैंग्वेज बोलेंगे तो गैम्बलिंग की तरह, उसको सट्टे की तरह यूज करना शुरू कर दिया. जिस वजह से आपका कोई प्रॉपर रिस्क मैनेजमेंट नहीं, आपको नहीं पता आप कितना पैसा लगा के उसमें कितने की रिस्क आपकी एक्सपोज हो रही है. क्योंकि लोग ये देखते हैं कि हमें 50,000 रुपीज के अंदर हमको एक फ्यूचर खरीदने मिल रहा है, लेकिन वो ये नहीं समझ रहे कि 50,000 रुपीज के अंदर वो 5 लाख रुपीज या 10 लाख रुपीज का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट खरीद रहे हैं. अगर वहां पे कुछ भी दिक्कत होती है छोटी सी भी, तो उसका इफेक्ट आपके वो 50,000 पे आएगा. तो आपका जो लॉस का परसेंटेज है बहुत ड्रास्टिकली बढ़ता है. ये एक रीजन है. दूसरा क्या होता है कि बहुत से लोग कोई स्ट्रेटेजी, कोई रिस्क रिवॉर्ड, ये जो कॉन्सेप्ट है इसको अप्लाई नहीं करते हैं. अगर आप कुछ भी एक्टिविटी करते हैं और अगर उसके अंदर आप रिस्क को ज़्यादा रखते हैं और रिवॉर्ड को कम रखते हैं, तो डेफिनेटली आप ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम अपना पैसा गंवाते जाएंगे.
करेक्ट.
तो ये चीज़ पे अगर फोकस करेंगे, प्लानिंग से काम करेंगे, आप अपनी रिस्क एनालिसिस करके काम करेंगे, तो आई थिंक ये परसेंटेज जो है काफ़ी कम हो सकता है.
परफेक्ट. बरोबर आपने बताया दैट इन स्टॉक मार्केट इट्स नॉट जस्ट प्रॉफिट मेकिंग. लोग बोलते हैं इट्स मैनेजिंग द रिस्क.
करेक्ट.
बरोबर भी करना है. नाउ जस्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड, आपने आपका यूट्यूब और आपका पिवोट ट्रेडिंग के बारे में कुछ बता सकते हो?
देखिए, पिवोट ट्रेडिंग जो है, ये मैंने एक वेबसाइट शुरू करी थी एक सिंगल पेज के साथ में, करीब जब मैं जॉब करता था. और ऐसे आउट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट, क्योंकि मैं मेरे पिताजी ट्रेडिंग वर्ल्ड में थे, तो वो इन्वेस्टमेंट करते थे, वो इतना ज़्यादा ट्रेडिंग नहीं करते, लेकिन मुझे वहाँ से काफ़ी इंटरेस्ट आया था. उसके बाद में मैंने कुछ फोरम्स ज्वाइन करना शुरू किया जहाँ पर ट्रेडिंग रिलेटेड बातें होती थी. तो वहाँ से मुझे कुछ सीखने को मिला, कुछ स्ट्रेटजीज पता चली, तो मैंने वहाँ पर एक स्ट्रेटजी के लिए एक सिंपल सा पेज बनाया था. और उसके बाद में वो था पिवोट पॉइंट का, जो हम आज की तारीख में नॉर्मल आपको हर ब्रोकर के चार्ट्स में आपको इंडिकेटर मिल जाएंगे. Like it is you have Fibonacci pivot, you have simple pivot. So what I did, I started with simple pivot point calculator, and that is why उस वेबसाइट का नाम pivot trading रखा था, क्योंकि that was just one single page website.
Super. And how did you start your YouTube? From you know, what was your background? When did you start and what motivated you to start?
Actually, this happened, like there was many people who were using my website at that time.
So when was this, sir?
It was approximately around 2007-2008 period, but I started working on it like from 2005-2006.
Okay, before market crash then.
Yes. So that was the time when I developed this page. And then the people who were using it, actually they told that after, at that point I was having few other calculators as well, like the Gantt square of 9, which is like very famous calculator, which was first put on my website itself. So like there were many such calculators, so people were trying to understand, sir, how to use it, what we can do it, how to apply this. So then initially I used to answer them on chat or on the phone, but then that was not feasible, not scalable. So then this idea of creating a recorded video and going on the YouTube, and then the journey started, and then things went on.
Perfect. Okay. Sir, you've been in this online community in YouTube, discussing and interacting with traders day in and day out. In the last decade, what is one of the most commonly asked question that first any beginner or novice, this is the one question they will ask me. And what is that question and what is your answer to it?
So the most common questions or I would say everyone wants to know is मेरे पास सर 50,000 रुपए है, मैं उससे महीने में कितना बना सकता हूँ, या मेरे पास में 10,000 रुपए है, मैं महीने का कितना कमा सकता हूँ. तो everyone जो भी है वो सब मार्केट में आना चाहते हैं छोटे अमाउंट के साथ में और वो पता करना चाहते हैं कि कितना कमा सकते हैं. अनदर थिंग इज कि सर मेरे को 500,000 रुपया दिन का कमाना है, वो कैसे हो सकता है. So this is like almost 70-80% I would say people come with this mindset और उनका जनरली यही क्वेश्चन होता है कि how I can make money.
आपका आंसर क्या है? मतलब मैं 50,000 I want to make money.
मैं ये बोलता हूँ देखो मेरे पास में इसका कोई रिकॉर्ड नहीं है कि आप कितना बना सकते हैं और कोई इसकी कोई आप अगर ये उम्मीद से आते हैं कि मैं 5,000 रुपए ले जाकर जाऊंगा मार्केट के अंदर तो मैं 5 लाख रुपए बना लूंगा, तो वो नहीं हो सकता. लेकिन अगर आप ऐसा कहेंगे कि 5 लाख रुपए लेके आता हूँ मार्केट के अंदर तो क्या मैं 5,000 रुपए बना सकता हूँ, तो मेरा जवाब होगा हाँ, आप उसको एक मैनेजमेंट के साथ में बना सकते हैं. तो जब मुझसे वो ये पूछता है कि भाई 50,000 में 10,000 में मैं कितना पैसा बना सकता हूँ, तो मतलब मेरे पास ऐसी कोई तरीका नहीं है कि जिससे आप इतने पैसों के अंदर इतना रिटर्न बना सकते हैं.
करेक्ट. परफेक्ट. एंड ओवर दिस इयर्स, इतनों सालों में कुछ चेंज हो रहा है क्या ट्रेडर्स और इन्वेस्टर्स कम्युनिटी में? कुछ चेंजेस आपको दिख रहा है? बिकॉज सिंस यू हैव बीन इंटरेक्टिंग विद देम, डू यू सी एनी चेंजेस इन द लास्ट 10 years? द बिहेवियर.
वैसे तो काफी सारे चेंजेस है, लेकिन अगर हम ध्यान से देखेंगे तो पहले आज से 10 साल पहले या 8 साल 9 साल पहले लोग बात करते थे इक्विटी में इंट्राडे ट्रेडिंग के लिए और उसके ऊपर बातें करते थे. ऑफ लेट अभी धीरे धीरे क्या हुआ है कि लोग ऑप्शंस की तरफ बहुत ज्यादा अट्रैक्ट हो चुके हैं.
करेक्ट.
अभी 10 में से 8 लोग अगर आपसे बात करेंगे तो वो आपसे यही जानना चाहेंगे कि ऑप्शंस के अंदर मैं क्या कर सकता हूं और उसमें भी ऑप्शंस बाइंग में मैं कैसा पैसा कमा सकता हूं. तो मैक्सिमम लोग जो है आज की तरफ में ऑप्शंस की तरफ डाइवर्ट हुए हैं. तो अगर हम ऐसे देखेंगे लोगों का पहले पेशेंस लेवल ज्यादा था. पहले वो लोग बहुत पहले तो जो हमारे पिताजी जब करते थे तो वो इट वाज लाइक इक्विटी डिलीवरी काइंड ऑफ ट्रेडिंग, like investment in equities. Then 10-15 years before it came equity intraday, and now patience level is so low कि everyone wants to do options buying and make fast money. So this is the trend change which has come.
That fast money is what people are. Also in the recent years, the technology is also playing a very important role. 20 साल पहले इतना तो टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं था, but now we have this technology coming into the trading world. So how do you see and what are the developments that you're seeing in this tech plus trading? Because I think that's your forte. So tech plus trading. So what is the developments in this area?
See, technology I would say is something which is going to evolve and keep coming in, And if you look today, it's almost every field where technology is playing a major role. And similarly, I would say is the same with the trading world, right? So like before, I remember 15-20 years before, my father used to look at the Economic Times paper and used to check the share prices. Because at that time, we were not having websites which were showing live prices. But now things have changed.
Correct.
Right? Similarly, we were not even getting charts before 5-10 years. Now charts are very readily, easily accessible. So definitely, and now, if you would have heard of something called as API, now all these brokers are coming up with API. So this is I would say revolution in the trading if it is used properly. Because with technology, with fraction of seconds and using something which is like hardware, you can easily make money if you have proper strategies in place. So technology can be used now using in the form of API for algo trading.
Correct.
Right? So this is something like, you can make an ATM machine if you know properly how to deal with market and how to use technically the APIs.
Sir, आपने बताया options people are preferring in the last few years. People are preferring more options, and that's the trend change, right? I've interacted with some people, and they say that options may, if it is cheaper, just because it's cheaper, everyone takes a buy side. They want to keep buying because it is cheaper, but they don't understand that it's different from a typical stock intraday trade. Options intraday trade is different from a stock intraday trade. So how will you differentiate between these two to your viewers or to the audience?
Right. So see, when we talk about options, it is a product of derivatives. Okay. Now, if someone says that options तो 5 रुपए में मिल रहा है, 10 रुपए में मिल रहा है, it means that person is not educated in terms of derivatives market. See, derivatives एक mathematical product है और उसके अंदर options एक product है जो आप किसी underlying पे derive करते हैं, right? तो options की एक expiry date होती है, कोई भी contract है तो उसकी एक expiry date होगी. तो expiry date आपको ये समझना जरूरी है कि ये expiry पे वो contract खत्म हो जाएगा. तो जो चीज सस्ते में मिल रही है वो चीज बढ़ेगी या नहीं बढ़ेगी वो जरूरी नहीं है. अगर हम इसको रिलेट करें तो ऑप्शंस आर वेरी मच सिमिलर टू दी इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम. आप जब लाइफ इंश्योरेंस लेते हैं तो आप लेते हैं टर्म इंश्योरेंस लेते हैं या किसी भी तरह का इंश्योरेंस लेते हैं तो आपका एक पीरियड होता है 10 साल 15 साल 25 साल. अगर आप तब तक मर जाते हैं या कुछ हो जाता है तो आपको पैसा मिलता है. Correct. अगर नहीं होता है कुछ भी तो पैसा किसको मिलता है? जिसने आपको पॉलिसी दी है. तो सेम अप्लाइज विद द ऑप्शंस मार्केट. यहाँ पे 10-15 साल के तो ऑप्शन नहीं होते लेकिन 1 दिन का 7 दिन का 1 महीने का ऑप्शन होता है. तो आपने अगर किसी चीज के ऊपर प्राइस लगाई है तो अगर जो चीज बहुत सस्ते में मिल रही है तो उसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी होने की भी बहुत कम है. ये समझना बहुत जरूरी है. जो ऑप्शंस में काम करते हैं अगर वो ये चीज समझेंगे तो शायद कभी भी वो 1 या 2 रुपए के जो ऑप्शंस होते हैं उसमें इतना इजीली डील नहीं करेंगे. करेक्ट. तो ये चीज समझना बहुत जरूरी है. Perfect. I think you explained it very clearly with the insurance claim example. Right. I think that's what people should know. Just because saste mil rahe hain, we shouldn't go and put our money. That's not how it works. Perfect. Now, since we spoke about expiry as well, recently, the SEBI has given these regulations, except Nifty 50. They're planning to reset the expiry to monthly. So, what is your thought? Do you think we should, or what will be the implication to the traders for this, if this regulation comes into place? What will be the implication? See, definitely SEBI is there to protect the rights of the investors. So definitely I would say in terms of protecting the rights of the investor, because as you asked, that people are going and buying low price options. So definitely either we educate the people on options market or derivatives, or we use this step where we are restricting the user or we are stopping the weekly expiry and daily expiry and switching to monthly expiry so that we are protecting the investor. So in that sense, it is yes. But from a trader's perspective, I would say you get less opportunity now to make the money because now the volatility or the fluctuations in the prices of the options as a trader, which we are generally looking for, will now go away. Okay, so as a trader, definitely we will now have a less opportunity in terms of options trading. Perfect, got it. And since you were talking about the most important thing that you mentioned throughout the time is traders should learn, right? A lot of people also tell, psychology and the mindset is more important than the strategy. So what is your thought? What do you think is the most important? I want to start trading today. So what is the first 1, 2, 3 things that you would ask me that you should start doing? So definitely psychology does play, because not only in trading, I would say psychology plays very important role in all aspects. Let's say if your mood is bad, if you fought with your spouse in the morning, if you're going to your job, definitely your output is not going to be the same which was there in the normal days. Correct. Right. So similarly is the case here as well. And greed and fear, when we talk about stock market, these two terms keeps repeating, greed and fear. Okay, so this is again part of psychology, that if you cannot control your greed, and if you cannot control your fear, definitely you are prone to get victim of losses. Right. So definitely, I mean, if you want to, if I would ask to say what are the points that we can do is, the first and foremost is you should never leverage your trades. That is the first and foremost. And you should always do your proper homework, proper analysis, whether it is fundamental analysis or technical analysis, whatever it is. And you should stay away from something called as tips. Okay, so this is something which is ruining the investor's capital with a greed of making the fast money. So there is no such thing as fast money. There is nothing such as fast. Otherwise, all the industrialists, I would say Ambani's, Birlas, they would not be doing that kind of business, and they would be coming to stock market to, if it would have been so easy of making the fast money. Right. Perfect. Just going back to the technology part, since your background is more from technology. Now, as a trader, you said that the technology is there. There's so many platforms. There is everything. If I want to start trading, what are the things that I should look into?
I look at a platform, what are the things that I should confirm before starting a trading there? What is the checklist that you will give to your audience?
See, first and foremost is whether the broker is a legitimate broker, it has a proper SEBI registration and the exchange registration or not. The first and foremost thing that you should check that. Second is the ease of trading, how easily you can place the trade. If you are a trader, okay, I mean from the investment perspective, I would say, these things does not matter much.
Correct.
But from a trader's perspective, your time and the precision of execution is very important.
Absolutely.
So how easy it is, the minimum number of clicks to execute the trade is the first parameter for a good platform. So you must first see how fast you can and easily you can place the order. Okay. Second is what all additional features that is provide, like I would say now we have this AI coming into picture, right?
Correct.
Everywhere you would be hearing about the AI.
Correct.
So how AI can be integrated into the trading platform and how you can leverage it to do your analysis. So that is another thing which you can look into. If that is not there, then at least you should look into what all technical help you can get from the platform. Like something like there is a simple concept in trading world, open equal to high and open equal to low. Okay, so this is very simple concept. When trader learns trading, intraday trading, he looks first thing this only. So something like many such features are there. So if some platforms are providing you this, then definitely, I mean, such features are an added advantage.
Okay, perfect. And okay, so now I think a lot of people would want to know, you can share it if it's possible, what is your go-to strategy if you want to if you want to look at this strategy given the current market outlook, your go-to strategy from your point of view? What do you think? What is the kind of a strategy that usually you go to?
You are asking for the investment or for the trading?
You can actually give for both. Since we are talking more about trading, you can give about trading, but investment also you can definitely share.
See, when we talk about the investment, many people attend many classes and everything. Ultimately, the core conclusion that comes out of all kind of learning is in the investment, you buy at low and sell at high. That's the main.
Perfect. Yeah.
The golden rule of making the money. Apart from that, everything else is secondary. Okay. So when it comes to investment, then definitely you have to adopt a strategy. Now, this strategy could be either directional, going with the trend, or it could be anti-trend, where you are trying to go against the trend, but with the possibility of reversion.
Right. This is for trading.
Yeah, for the investment.
Okay.
Okay. So let's say if I want to invest in, let's say, XYZ share, and if it is at high price, but still if I am on a confusion that whether I should invest now or I should wait, in that case I should adopt an averaging strategy where I would average it on every fall.
Right.
If a stock, according to your analysis, if you think that it is already very low priced, then in that case you should invest first with a small amount, and then when it keeps rising, okay, then you can add on to the script so that you are flowing with the trend. So you need to decide what kind of stock it is, and then accordingly you can adopt the strategies.
Okay, perfect.
When we come to the trading world, trading is whether you do intraday or the swing trading, right? So again, then it based on like you want to do in only the equities or the FNO. I generally prefer doing in FNO only because you get a much shorter time frame, much more ROI as compared to the normal equity investment. So yes, there are many strategies. If you look into the internet or if you read about the options, you will find many strategies in the options as well.
So now a most important question or most important thing that many of us would like to know is that we all must have made losses, because no trade or no investment will just be positive all the time. There will also be negative side to it. What is your experience when it comes to facing losses? Because many people, many traders, especially first-time traders, they have this fear of losses. How much of a trader should have the resilience to face losses? What is the strength to face losses? Share your experience on how you faced it, how you struggled, and how you overcame that to be here.
So definitely, losses are part of any investment or trading, I would say. Whatever you do, it is bound to happen some or the other day. So like others as well, when I started my initial days in the trading, definitely I made some losses. then again the most important is what you learn from those losses.
Correct.
And the same mistake should not repeat. So whenever you are making any kind of losses, there has to be some kind of retrospection, what exactly went wrong, and then you need to take some steps. So similar was the case with me. When I was doing intraday trading, I used to do buying as well as selling. But then there was a day when I shorted one of this sell and I was keeping on selling it. But then my strategy did not work out, and that particular day it hit the upper circuit.
Okay.
And we don't have a rule or the permission to carry forward the short positions in the equity unless you hold it. Right? So you ultimately have to book the losses, and if it is an upper circuit, it goes into an auction. So it was a big loss for me. So the learning is you should never do shorting in an intraday, provided you with a proper stop loss. Okay. So either you play on the buying side, that would be much better, or you just hedge the positions.
Okay, perfect. So you're saying stop loss and you need to hedge the position, make the necessary adjustments before taking the short side. Perfect. But what was, you're taking the technical side, you're giving the solution on the technical side. Mentally, how did you prepare yourself? Because I think that's something that a lot of people also would like to know. Technically is fine, but mentally, how do you prepare on a daily basis to face these things? Because there could be a loss, markets could change. As a trader, how do you prepare yourself mentally?
If you want to have peace of mind while you're trading and avoid such losses, the most important thing which I've learned is over a period of time that you should never go naked in trading. Whatever positions you take, always try to hedge it. Generally, in an intraday, you might not suffer much of these complications, but when you take overnight positions, right? So you don't know what is going to happen after the market gets closed and tomorrow when the market is opening again.
Correct.
And if it is a weekend, you have 2 more days, additional days, which could happen anything, right?
Anything can happen.
So any geopolitical situation can arise, anything can happen. So the best learning that I've done is always go hedged in your trades. Okay. Even if you do equity trading, try to use pair trading to hedge it with another equity, right? If you trade in futures, try to hedge with either with another futures on the opposite side, or try to hedge with options.
Okay.
So never go naked if you want a peaceful sleep.
Okay. That's most important.
Yes,
that's
yes,
what people want, right?
Yes,
no
yes.
one wants.
And I personally don't prefer naked trading unless it is very small.
Right.
If it is such a small amount that it does not matter to you, then definitely you can go naked. But otherwise, without hedging, there should not be a trade.
Because at the end of the day, people shouldn't do anything out of panic. That's what mostly people do. So if the market is uptrend, it's going up. So what is the strategy that you would prefer in your playbook? What is the strategy that Sourabh Gandhi sir would go for?
There are many bullish strategies. When we have an outlook of positive, so we should go for the bullish strategies. Definitely, again, it comes what kind of bullishness you are expecting. If you are expecting a sharp bullishness or severe bullishness, then in that case, you should go with the naked bullish options. Like you can go with futures buying, you can go with equity investment, direct investment, or you can go with call buying.
Right.
If you are moderate on your bullishness or if you are unsure about your bullishness, then you need to go partially hedged. That is, you can go with bull call spread or bull put spread. Right. So these are few strategies. There are many others multi-leg strategies as well which you can do if you are trading in options. If you are doing in equities, okay, and if you have a bit of knowledge about the options, then if you are bullish, you can definitely, if you are bullish, then only you will make an investment, right? But if you don't have the confidence of that bullishness, then you can invest in the equities. At the same time, you can do equivalent call writing. Now, this will help you to some extent in your uptrend as well. And if the market does not move upside, it remains stagnant, or if it moves a bit downside, then the call writing that you do will help you protect your losses.
Correct. So you've mentioned this, but you've still not told me what is your favorite strategy. What would be your favorite strategy when the market is going up?
So the best strategy, or generally with closed eyes I can do, is the short of iron fly.
Short of iron fly.
Right?
Okay.
So this is something which is very kind of risk reward, good risk reward strategy.
Okay. You need to have a good risk appetite for this.
Yes.
But at the same time, you can also get the necessary reward.
No, this is basically a good risk reward strategy where 1:1 is generally a risk reward.
Got it.
Or you can easily switch or change a bit of risk reward with the short iron fly.
Okay. Okay, sir, one curious question is that, is there any strategy that exists where you never make loss, it's only profit and you never make loss?
See, yeah, definitely, if you would have heard of something called as arbitrage, okay, so this, 10, 15 years before, many big brokers and many big businessmen used to do this strategy. Now, this is very simple thing, but you need to find an opportunity. So, you make an investment in equity and you make an equal short position in the futures, provided there is a gap between it, okay. If you find an opportunity of arbitrage there, then it is a kind of, I would say, definite profit where there is a gap between the equity price and the future price.
Okay, perfect. You mean at the same time you look at equity
Yes.
market and this market and you
create a position simultaneously in both of them, and there should be a gap. That is what is arbitrage. So whatever is the gap is your profit.
that is the profit. And then, so there does exist a strategy. And how do you execute this? And have you done any of anything relating to arbitrage?
See, arbitrage was very much possible before, few years before, when the technology did not took over the stock market, right? So people used to buy a particular stock in NSE, and if there is a difference in the BSE, they used to sell equivalent amount of shares in the BSE, right? So one side you have a buy, one side you have a sell. There is a price gap. You make a definite profit. Right. Now this was only possible when the prices were not transparent, right?
Exactly.
But now in today's world, arbitrage business is almost gone. The only thing, as I told you, that if you find an opportunity where there is a difference between the equity price and the futures price, and if you have a good capital, you can definitely execute this in the current market. But such scenarios are very rare to happen. Such possibilities are very rare.
But he also gave it with a caution that it's not, you're right, because now price transparency is there. Markets will anyway move.
Everyone does.
Everyone knows what arbitrage exists only when one person doesn't have the knowledge.
Even today it is possible, but it will just give you the benefit of bank interest rate.
Exactly, which is, not that much. So the market is moving bullish or it could be moving bearish. What if it's not moving either side, right? In that case, what should a trader do and what are the strategies that you would suggest?
So there are definitely few strategies which are there for the neutral or range bound markets. So we can adopt that. One common strategy which I think most of the traders or someone who enters into the options learns the first, that is the straddle, something called a straddle. So straddle is call and put of the same strike price. Okay. When we are saying the market is expected to be range bound or neutral with no trend clear direction, then short of straddle is the best strategy. That is supposed to give you the maximum return in the neutral market or the range bound market.
Okay, so you are suggesting straddle. And now there's another sort of a situation. Imagine you're expecting it's bullish and then let's say there is a reversal happening, okay, before the expiry. Then what should ideally a trader be doing?
So you are trying to say that, okay, I will take the position considering that it is a bullish outlook.
Correct.
Okay, and now suddenly there is a reversal in the market. Okay, so when I would say when you are taking a bullish trade, if you think it is a strong bullishness, then you can definitely go with the naked option buying with the defined stop loss. So this way you will protect your losses.
Correct.
Okay. Second is you can go with the spreads where you buy the the near money options and you can sell the out of the money options.
Okay.
So this way you have already defined your maximum loss. So you don't need to place a stop loss separately. Another way is if you think the bullishness is not so high and if it could be a moderate bullishness. So then you can buy an option and buy option of one lot and you can sell two options out of the money. Right? So in that case, your downside is protected to a good extent.
Okay, perfect. So throughout the our discussion, you mentioned a lot about traders should be learning. They should be learning about the new things because there's no one simple playbook or one single strategy. In fact, you even didn't disclose your one strategy. You'd mentioned many strategies, right? What I can understand is there is no single solution for a single market trend. If that's the case, how important do you think is learning when it comes to trading part, and how important is for a trader, be it a novice or an intermediate or an advanced trader, to take up learning?
See, I would say, whatever job you're doing right now, you would have gone to school, You would have gone to college. You would have done some kind of degree courses. So you would have spent significant amount of your time, of your career, to build a career, and then you have entered into a job, and maybe you would have started with few thousands and lakhs, and that is how you grow, right? So to earn that initial amount, you have spent years of your lifespan time building a career. So definitely, if you want to make some money in stock market, it is not something like you bring some money and from next day onwards you will make money.
Absolutely.
This is very basic thing that everyone should understand. It needs time. You need to educate yourself. You need to learn things, give some time to it, and then enter into the market.
Correct.
Then only you can expect to get some money out of it.
Right.
Right? You are putting, see, when you are doing the job, you have spent so much years. Now here you are putting those hard-earned money. So definitely you need to put some time learning it, and then you need to enter into the market.
And also consistently learn it, right? Not just one term,
Yes,
but
yes. It's always evolving market. See, before there was no options, there were no derivative products. It came few years back. Again, like 3-4 years back, we were having daily expiries. Now we are not having it. In future, we may have hourly expiry as well. We may have other derivative products like swaps and other things also. So this all needs to be learned. Then only you can trade, right? You cannot just trade because someone else is trading it.
Correct. Super. Now I think, like you mentioned, change is going to keep happening. It's a very evolving market, especially trading. The stock market is quite evolving, and with AI and technology, I think it's going to evolve even further. And like you mentioned, learning and consistency, and most importantly, patience is also very important, because for learning you need patience. There is a saying that if you want excitement, go to Las Vegas. If you want to get wealth, then you have to learn to be patient. With that, thank you so much for patiently giving this session with me and explaining about different strategies, different types, different trends, and also sharing your personal experience in this trading journey with a little bit insight on technicals as well. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe and check out the link given in the description if you are using YouTube.